All right, people, here we are. It's April. It's kind of a cool, breezy morning. I'm getting a late start to the morning. I had a bunch of shad in my tank last night, and they all died on me. Well, I got up this morning and caught another batch, and they already starting to die on me. So I'm fixing to have to, I guess, change this water out. It's the only thing I can think of. It's got a filter on it. It's got salt in it. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not seeing a lot of big arches anywhere around here as far as blue cat or anything like that. But I'm not too far off a bank. There's a submerged bridge here. There's lots of timber around here. And my target fish, if the channel cat will leave me alone, is I'm gonna be fishing for flatheads. Now, I'm gonna throw a couple live baits out, what little bit I got left here, before they all croak and die on me. And the ones that have died on me, I've got 21 foot of water out here, kind of a hole in what's not a really deep section of river. So I'm gonna chunk them out that way. I hope they get a big flathead. If they do get a big blue, I'm not gonna complain. It is a catfish. If it's got whiskers, it counts to me. So let's get some stuff in the water. I don't have fresh skipjack. I had a bit of an issue yesterday. They were a little tough to catch, so I started trolling grubs. And I got some really big crappie and some big white bass doing that. And after about the fourth fish, I ended up hanging something in those drift masters. They're a little bit too big for my bait rod I was using. So the bait rod kind of went in the river. No skipjack. Later on, I'm going to Big Fish Outfitters. Until then, I'm going to stop complaining and I'm going to start baiting. It's kind of late morning and I'm going to cut out of here about noon. So let's see what we can get. Hopefully we get something good. Now, biggest problem I'm having is I want to throw that way with these floats. The wind's blowing this way. Isn't that lovely? I'm going to throw them out anyway. I may have to throw my floats out this way. I don't know. We'll see. Dagblasted wind, man. Can't never get just a nice day, it seems like. It's either too hot, it's too cold, it's rainy, it's too windy. It's something. Seems like all the time. And if you get that perfect day, there's 865,000 boats on the water, and you ain't gonna catch nothing no-how. I'm not a big fan of gizzard shad for blue cats, but the fact it is fresh, a flathead will eat it up as far as a cut bait. I've got plenty of cut bait from when the first batch of shad died, so I'm just ate up in dead shad here. Either way, that's what we throwing. Jesus, man. Get off there. Hey, shut up, dog. Stupid dog. Dagblasted dog. Boo, boo, boo. Stupid dog. There they go. I see a lot of gas getting used, but no fish getting caught. You don't hear my motor running. Watch what I catch. The race is on. Dagblasted. Well, then he stops out there. Gosh, dang it. Here comes another. I've made a couple attempts at it this spring, and so far I have not gotten a daytime flathead. I've caught some flatheads, I've caught a couple big flatheads, but they've all been right at dark to about an hour after dark, whether on cut bait or live bait. Now typically, start getting into April, I get this morning bite or a late morning bite where you can pop them on these floats. This year, I haven't been lucky yet. And like I say, I'm not set up on a spot to catch numbers of big blue cat at all. I mean, there's just literally no arches here. I've seen a lot of flathead type neighborhood, and I don't expect them to be suspended necessarily anyhow to where I'm going to see them on a fish finder. Not the way I can read it, because I really ain't read the directions on the thing anyhow. I can see the arches. To me, that flathead's going to be hunkered up on something next to something, flat on the bottom. They're dark fish anyway. They tend to change their color to their surroundings. The guys that can read a flathead on a sonar, they just flat out know what they're doing. Because when they show you a picture of it, of what they're looking at, it still don't look like a flathead. I haven't got into all that. I'm just a bank fisherman anchored down out here in a boat. And I don't care as long as I catch me a fish. The skipjack are not hitting a Foley spoon right now. I've got one in the boat. They're just not touching the thing. They're wanting grubs, they're wanting flies, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes the Foley spoon will wear them out. This spring, where I've been fishing for them, they ain't touched it. At least I got my coffee in me. Stupid dog, shut up over there. Dagblasted dog. About tired of that dog. Tired of the dog. I'm wanting them gizzard shad to swim right in front of the boat here where it's about 8 foot deep. But no, they want to stay out there where it's about 20 foot deep. Settle my frustrations. with the Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie. Shoot! I bet he took my bait. Well, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and that flathead bite I usually get happens usually between 10 and about noon. So we'll see what happens, and then I'm going to pack up, and I'm going to go to Big Fish Outfitters to get me a couple more skipjack rods, and then I'm going to go chase some of them down today. Because I'll be honest with you, my biggest fish, my best fish, on a consistent basis is on fresh skipjack. This live bait and stuff is fun, but when it comes time to get it done in the Tennessee River, you might as well go get you some of that fresh skipjack. I'm just having a little fun with these live baits. Come tonight, I'm gonna get serious somewhere. And when I do it, I ain't gonna be nowhere near that Dagblasted Dog. I'm gonna pick a spot a couple miles from here. Stupid dog. Woo! Dagblasted dog. Dagblasted dog. Shut up. Please shut up. I'm begging you to shut up, please. Please shut up. Pretty please shut up. Woo! Oh yeah. Feels like a blue cat. Feels like a blue cat. It's either a blue cat or a big channel cat. That's old blue cat. Old blue cat. How you doing, Mr. Blue Cat? How you doing today, Mr. Blue Cat? Woo! Wasn't no flathead, but if it's got whiskers, it counts. both these shad are wanting to hang out there in deep water. Now the current's going this way. Why they want to go that way, I don't know. I don't expect no flathead on a float out there over 24 foot of water when my float's 8 foot deep. So I'm going to pull at least one of them in, get him closer to the bank. Another blue cat. If it's got whiskers, it counts. Not a bad fish. Ain't no record. Sure. Yeah. Ouch. Ouch. Mean fish. Ouch. Mustad demon, go in easy and they tough to come out. Ouch. That's a healthy fish. I had went a long time without any bites on this rod, and so I checked it. And it seems to be that is the problem. Now I like to teach people stuff in my videos, and probably one of the most important lessons you can learn is it's hard to catch fish without bait. Hard to catch fish without bait. Both my floats are going deep again. Just ain't my morning with them old floats. These old daytime flatheads so far this spring have eluded me. And I don't have a lot of time left because I'm going to Big Fish Outfitters to get me another skipjack rod. That's the king of baits in the Tennessee River. This is just an old king, about 6 days old. A little older than I like to use them. Stupid freaking bass boats. They buy a boat supposedly to fish, but it turns into the biggest competition on who can make the biggest waves, who can waste the most gas. And the biggest thing they're worried about is going fast. I see a lot of going back and forth. I don't see any rods in the water. Just a lot of burning gas. They put in at the boat ramp a mile this way, and they go 10 miles up that way and fish for about 10 minutes. And they come all the way back. Now, how many fish did you pass between there and over there? A whole bunch, let me tell you. Knock me off anchor. That's what I need. Now I got a dog on this side of the bank. One shuts up and another one starts. I'll get them all started. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Yeah. Coming straight in. There we go. If the flatheads won't bite, the blue cat will. I'll take it, I guess. Woo! Woo! Dagblasted it. I can't even eat my little Debbie, man. All right, people, between the dogs, the boats, and whatever fish that was I just lost interrupting my little Debbie, I'm ready to pack this show right here. Again, another daytime live bait flathead bite not happening. I've caught plenty of flatheads this spring. Every one of them has been right at dark to after dark. Some on live bait, some on the floats, some out deep on cut bait over flathead structure. Either way, the daytime bite ain't happening as far as live baits on these floats. Now, I set up, similar to my double tactics video, I say, okay, this is flathead country right here to the front of the boat. And here's the channel right out from me. And there is a hole that dips down not too far out. So it wouldn't be a bad place for blue cats to hang out. Now, I didn't see no arches on my depth finder. That didn't really bother me as far as getting fish too much because it's April. I think my depth finder said the water temp was 58 degrees. But either way, it's April, the blue cats are getting active, I'm getting moving fish. You come out during the morning to late morning, you throw a cut bait out in the channel in the Tennessee River, you're going to find a blue cat, it's going to find you. I mean, that's just... So either way, they had whiskers, that's what I got, blue cat, so they count, they're catfish. This is a catfish video. But as far as the live bait morning bite for a flathead, it's a no-go. You don't really call the shots on this river. You just go with what you know, put bait on the hook, and give it a throw. This is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. It's Catfish Day with another one. Signing out.